Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Michelle Pinto.
And I'm Kennedy Richardson. Welcome to this special edition newscast of USM Broadcast Bootcamp News, brought to you by the University of Southern Mississippi School of Media and Communication, in partnership with the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters.
Today, we'll take a closer look at an issue that continues to impact families and individuals across Hattiesburg: homelessness. The Hub City currently has the third largest homeless population in Mississippi, and local organizations are working hard to make a difference.
Throughout this newscast, we'll explore how community groups, service providers, and university-led initiatives are tackling the root causes of homelessness, one meal, one bed, and one act of kindness at a time.
We begin with the Aid Services Coalition, a Hattiesburg nonprofit that operates supportive housing programs that help individuals get off the streets and stay off.
Our reporters sat down with the coalition's director to discuss the factors that contribute to homelessness and what the agency does to combat the growing issue.
And household people through the state, majority of that population being located in the Jackson metro area. The next highest is here in Hattiesburg. Executive Director of ASC, Kathy Gardner, cites many factors such as mental health and lack of finances as key contributors to Hattiesburg's growing homeless population.
Within that combination of mental health and alcohol and drug use, there's also affordable housing. There is unemployment. It is absolutely true that most of us are within a couple of paychecks of being homeless.
Hattiesburg is among the leading cities in Mississippi with the most homeless population, but there are many resources to help the community.
We have the first homeless coalition in the state that is grassroots, called Pine Belt Coalition on Homelessness. It's changed names since then, but I still go by that. We also have incredible support from our municipality. The city of Hattiesburg has the first homeless coordinator in the state, and she helps address street outreach within the homeless community so that we can help find out what people's needs are.
With HUD funding possibly being cut as part of Trump's new Big Beautiful Bill, many more Mississippians could see a drastic change. Michelle Pinto, SMTV. From Shelter Stability, the Aid Services Coalition is just one of many groups addressing the crisis head-on.
Another long-term resource in Hattiesburg is the Salvation Army, which provides shelter, meals, and emergency assistance. But their work doesn't stop at food and housing.
The organization also helps clients rebuild their lives through case management and job placement programs. Our USM Broadcast Bootcamp reporters visited the Salvation Army to learn how agencies lift people out of homelessness.
Hattiesburg is the third most homeless populated city in Mississippi, with 145 homeless population, according to the 2025 point-in-time count by Mississippi Balance of State Continuum of Care. With rising costs and limited resources, many individuals find themselves on the streets. But even in the darkest of times, there is hope. An international charitable organization like Salvation Army. The Salvation Army first came to Hattiesburg in 2001. It came as a Christian organization for people who are in need. Since opening the door, they have helped countless people who are in need through programs such as Feeding the Unhoused and the Pathway of Hope. Kenny Colson, Core Mission Associate for Salvation Army Hattiesburg, is leading Feeding the Unhoused program.
Third Thursday of each month, I go out in the beginning of the week. On that Monday, I pass out flyers saying we will be feeding on this Thursday at this time in this parking lot at this location. So I go out door to door, street to street, different alleys, and I look for unhoused people.
Along with feeding, they also help with utility bills, rent, and transportation for those at risk of becoming homeless. But their work doesn't stop there. Another program, the Pathway of Hope, takes a different approach. This program is led by Francis Nixon.
And that program is a program for single moms with children, breaking the cycle of poverty, women that have had financial hardship, and not just only financial hardship, but hardship period in trying to, raise their children to the best of their ability.
For many, the journey out of homelessness is long and difficult, but the organizations like Salvation Army are providing the way. Akira Barnes, USM Broadcast Bootcamp News.
A roof over your head and food on your plate. For many, these basic needs are still out of reach. That's where university and community partnerships come in.
At Southern Miss, the university is joining fight against food insecurity through the Eagle's Nest Food Pantry.
It's part of a broader effort that includes organizations like Extra Table, a local nonprofit that distributes healthy food to shelters and pantries throughout the Pine Belt.
Our USM Broadcast Bootcamp reporters show us these groups are feeding hope, one box, one bag at a time.
16 years later, the mission still stands.
The way that we offer and our pantries offer added support is being mindful of the food that we give them. So making sure that it's more products like the red beans and rice that we created where you rip it open. Most homeless people have water and fire.
Red beans and rice, when eaten together, is a complete protein. Everything was researched and thought over, and years of energy went into that product.
That's amazing.
High protein, high fiber, 22 added vitamins and minerals, and reduced sodium, which is better than low sodium.
Yeah.
Mississippi has the highest percent of food insecurity in the nation, with about 77% of counties being classified as food deserts with limited access to nutritious and affordable food. This is in addition to the consistent high homeless population in the state. Extra Table is a nonprofit organization committed to ending hunger in Mississippi. Executive Director Martha Allen Price spoke on their efforts and outreach throughout the state. Through thorough research, they developed a food brand called Yummy that is made up of all the nutrition lacking in hungry Mississippians. Their efforts reach across the state to fill food pantries and soup kitchens. Dr. Serene Cantrell, the director of the Eagle's Nest Food Pantry, shared the importance of the presence on the University of Southern Mississippi's campus. With donations from organizations like Extra Table, they ensure the pantry can stay operational.
We do not have a funding source. We are solely operating off of donations. And so during the school year, the social work go out to student groups, student organizations on campus to donate. We do get a donation monthly from Extra Table. They give us a huge donation.
For more information on resources available on USM's campus, contact Dr. Serene Cantrell, Dean of Students. And for more statewide resources, visit extratable.org to get the assistance you need. This is Trayvon Henderson reporting for the Southern Miss Broadcast Bootcamp.
Today, we've seen just a few of the ways Hattiesburg community is stepping up to address the homelessness. From housing to hot meals, local efforts are providing that change is possible.
If you'd like to learn more about how you can get involved or donate to any of the organizations featured tonight, we've included resources on our website.
That's all for now from all of us here at USM Broadcast Bootcamp News. Thanks for watching, and as always, Southern Miss to the top.